had them go on Math Slice and choose 60 seconds, which gives them 60 seconds, and it keeps giving them problems. I've told them to choose multiplication because we're still plugging away at those times tables. And then ask for another score sheet, and they'll choose the score sheet they like the best at the end to print, to put in their portfolios. Even when you open a new window, if you get a score you think is going to be your best one, make the window big on your scorecard, do Shift F4 and take a picture of it. Okay, so in case you don't get a better one, you can print that picture. Okay?
In the classroom right now, I'm experimenting with wikis and how we can use wikis to learn collaboratively, and how we can use wikis so the students can discuss with each other and reflect and comment on each other's opinions about certain key questions in our unit of study. Right now we're studying the Loyalist migration to Canada after the American Revolution. We have a novel that we're using, but we're also using other social sciences texts. And what I want them to do is to connect to the broader ideas of conflict, of immigration, and the ideas that we can challenge our government. So by putting key questions on the wikis and letting them discuss those questions with each other, there's a cross-fertilization that happens that doesn't happen when they're responding on paper and they can't see what other people have to say about it. So an advantage of the wiki would be that I can put the assignments there and you understand what you have to do and you go ahead and do it? Yes. How will I know that people have done their job? Oh, I like the hands. Thank you. A little bit. Natasha.
Well, like the wiki, you can check what other people did.
Yes.
On Comic Life, you can do extra things, but you cannot check what they did.
Okay.
Unless you don't have a computer.
For the work that you do in Comic Life, I can't go see it unless I have your computer. Is that right? When you save a picture, you have to do what Justine and Martin said, and Jonathan summed it up for us. We have to grab the picture, we have to put the picture and save it to our desktop with the source, so that we can always cite where the picture came from, and then we're going to be able to post it to the wiki. One of the things that is interesting and we can do with the wiki that we couldn't do with other things is that I have someone who's put me in contact with a teacher from the United States who's interested in discussing the two aspects of the Revolutionary War. So the question the kids were answering today, would you have been a loyalist or would you have been a patriot? And what were the benefits of each? We're going to be discussing that later on with a class from the United States who studied the American Revolution so that we can get their perspective as Americans on it and our perspectives. There are children in the class who are descendants from loyalists, to be able to compare a little bit about what kinds of decisions we would make and why we would make those decisions. And is it ever right to contradict your government and go to war against your government?
The way I teach is the kids explore, discover, research, plan, organize, and then share. That's how I teach. So I'll organize it so this is inquiry based. So I've organized the centers so that they're learning as much as they can about the Inuit and Micmacs, or they're in the exploring discovery stage right now.
A note box is it's notes that we take from somewhere, like it's facts from the Micmacs, and we put it in the little boxes, so it's note boxes. And
We're going to need to get the section and maybe women's jobs.
You were talking about communication earlier, but communication is not necessarily talking to people, right? It's going to get something for yourself as well, you know? And I find that the laptop allows the students to do that. Like homeroom for me, every morning the students have specific laptops, specific websites they're allowed to go on, like math websites and grammar websites, and the kids they work on that, and they ask each other questions and they apply it in their work, and they go back to the website, they use it for dictionary, it's a natural thing for them. They don't understand something, they'll open their laptop, go to a dictionary, and I can trust them. They know what they're doing, they know how to use it well, and they know how to use it safely and properly. I would not teach without the laptops. I wouldn't. It's just become a part of my teaching. It's become a part of their learning, of their day. I mean, a day without laptops would be hard.